How do you get started in being successful? What's like a number one thing that you need to know on how to actually be super successful in your business? My name is Beat Gillette. I'm the growth architect, and I work with visionaries and thought leaders, helping them to grow their authority, scale their impact. This question on where do you start? What makes people successful is obviously a question I get asked all the time. And it's a super simple answer. You got to start with your airtight avatar. You have to figure out who is the client that is your ideal client that needs what you have, and that's how you start. That's why I created the airtight avatar, which is a method on how we crawl into the heads of our clients. And while that sounds a little bit creepy, I'm going to give you an example that really puts this to life. I think about when I talk about the airtight avatar about a mother of two. She gets up in the morning, her kid is sick, she has to call her mother-in-law, who she doesn't like, to take care of her sick child. Now she's stressed and rushed. She has to run out in the morning. She has to drop the other kid off. She gets to work. As she goes into work, she, gets called into the office from her boss. And her boss is telling her that this other guy, John, made an accusation about her having taken a shortcut on a project. She's pissed. She goes in the kitchen, she gets herself some coffee, she goes back to the office, she spills the coffee, the phone rings, it's you. What do you have to say to her now that is not going to make her pick up the phone and say, I am so glad you called, internet marketing spammer, and rips it into you, or to say, I'm so glad you called, this is going to make my life so much better? What's the difference? The difference is you actually understanding what somebody like this is going through and then articulating on how you approach this airtight avatar in a particular way. That's why we created the airtight avatar. So go to airtightavatar.com. Download it. It's my unique method. There's, of course, tons of other things out there. You can do it for free. But this is our method. This is the growth architecture method. This is part of our 5-Star Success Blueprint. It's a method. We start with figuring out who our client is, what they're thinking about, how many avatars you have, and then and only then do we move on to the offer. Now, one word of caution. If you have an offer and you're selling something and you're not filling your courses, it's inconsistent in sales. People tell you that they're interested, but they don't want to buy. Chances is what you're selling is not matching what they need. You can only fix that if you know the airtight avatar. That's why we always start there. We don't start with the offer, we start with the airtight avatar. My recommendation, drop everything you're doing, go to the airtight avatar right now, download it, do it, get started to be really successful by understanding who it is that you're selling to so you know what you need to sell them. Easy peasy. That's it. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.